What is up, my fellow beasts? Welcome back to a new video. Today I am bringing you a video about ghosts, but it's gonna be a little bit different. Today I am gonna talk about the crap there was in Call of Duty Ghosts. You know, I am the biggest Call of Duty Ghosts fan. I've always defended Ghosts. Well, besides the first week when the game came out, on that week I was pooping on Ghosts from left to right. I was hating this Call of Duty. Then I was like, you know what? It's not that bad. And then I started having a lot of fun, and dude, it is 2017 and I am still playing this game. I'm the only big YouTuber, I mean, not really big, but with more than 100,000 subscribers, who still plays this Call of Duty. And people are just like, bro, you gotta let it go. The game is dead, it has like 5,000 people online. Just let it die, bro. No, I can't. I have a lot of fun playing this game. Really quick, let me tell you, in like 20 seconds, why I love playing this game. It has great hit detection, no lag. That is very important when you play an online game, especially a shooter. Great gun variety. Pretty much any gun will allow you to destroy the enemy team. You have no launchers, therefore kill streaks can live a little bit longer. You have no C4 spam, no stun grenade spam, no flashbang spam, and no EMP spam. A lot of Call of Duties have all of these spam, and it's pretty annoying. I've never felt the need of using tactical mask in this Call of Duty, pretty much because Scavenger doesn't allow people to refill these things, and I think it's pretty cool. There is no UAV spam because you don't have a normal UAV, you have the SATCOM, and to get the full effect of a UAV, or even better, you gotta use SATCOMs together with the SATCOMs of your teammates, which, you know, means you gotta use a little bit of teamwork, and obviously people don't want to do that. You have super fun kill streaks. They might not be the best for getting 100 kills, but they are definitely super fun. I love being a Juggernaut suit and being in the middle of the action, slapping noobs in the face, storming buildings full of campers, taking objectives with my teammates. That's what I love using. I mean, AC-130s and chopper gunners are fun, but you're not like in the middle of the action like you are with a Juggernaut suit. You have a great creator class system, biblical. You have a fun prestige system. I believe I am prestige 6 in Call of Duty Ghosts. You have the field orders, which are super fun. I mean, who didn't love trying to be the Predator in Call of Duty Ghosts? And finally, you have interactive little things in the maps, which might not be super useful like in Battlefield or whatever, but they are pretty fun to use. Some of these things, you can use them to kill people, which is hilarious. But today, I'm gonna talk about the shit I don't like about Ghosts, because yeah, even though I love this Call of Duty, it has a lot of bullshit that pisses me off. The problem is that people love using a lot of this crap. So the problem right here isn't the game, but the people. Yeah, the bullshit is there, but you don't have to use it. You can play like a man. But these guys, they choose to play like, I don't know what they are, but they're not fucking men, alright? So I was like, yo, let me think what I don't like about Call of Duty Ghosts. And I could only come up with 8 things. Like 7 things, but then I was like, yo, I don't really like this, it's not a big deal, but I'm gonna include it here on the list. So I was like, fuck, I only have 8 things I don't like about Ghosts. So I decided to choose 2 things that are very popular in the Call of Duty community, things that people don't like about Call of Duty Ghosts. The first one are the colors, or the lack of them. I must agree, Call of Duty Ghosts is not that colorful, and I'm happy because I didn't want Ghosts to look like a playground, or, you know, to have like skate parks and water parks and shit like that. I think that, yeah, some maps are definitely a little bit too dark, but other maps look great, man. Other maps have great colors. Most of these maps were taken from the campaign or whatever, and in the campaign the world was at war or something like that. Everything was destroyed, and that's why a lot of these maps kind of look dark. It's because of that, I think. Reason number 2, and this is also something people complain a lot and I don't give a fuck, which are the maps. To be honest, I love pretty much all the maps in Call of Duty Ghosts. I love Prison Break, Octane, Strike Zone, Warhawk, Fright, Whiteout, Sovereign, Overlord, Tremor, and even Stonehaven, a big ass map. But the thing about Stonehaven, even though it's a big map, is that it has pretty much no buildings, and it's always full of little Jimmy sniping, and they are easy to kill. And then we have 2 maps which I absolutely hate, Chasm or Chasm and Siege. And then there's Stormfront. I kind of like the map, but most of the time I don't like it. And it's because of the way people play this map. People just want to camp in the buildings and be annoying. So now let's talk about the things I really don't like about Ghosts. Thing number 3 on this list, ladies and gentlemen, the goddamn campers. All Call of Duties have campers, man. You can camp in any video game. You can camp in Battlefield, Titanfall, whatever. But for some reason, these motherfuckers just love camping in Call of Duty Ghosts. It kind of works in their favor. I mean, the colors in certain maps are a little bit dark, so it kind of, gives them cover or whatever. It allows them to blend in very well with the environment. And then you have the big maps, alright? The big maps, I forgot to say this. If you use Marathon, they're not a problem. Yeah, Chasm and Siege are extremely big, but all the other maps that people consider big are not that big if you use Marathon, because you're running all over the place. Marathon gives you unlimited sprint, and this is a mistake a lot of people made back in the day. They didn't want to use Marathon. They wanted to use some shitty ass perk like the stealth perks, or I don't know what the hell they used. But yeah, these maps were definitely a little bit big, and there were a lot of spots where people could camp. As I am a Call of Duty Ghosts veteran, I pretty much know the spots, all the spots where people camp, so it's not a big deal for me. Usually I can deal with these campers very, very easily. But I must admit, a new player that starts playing Call of Duty Ghosts without knowing these camping spots and whatever is not gonna have fun, because he's gonna get pooped on by these campers. Thing number 4 I hate about Ghosts: thermal LMGs. We have a little combo here. The thermal LMGs, or LMG, the M27IR, is the favorite weapon of campers in Call of Duty Ghosts. The thermal is a little problem, alright? It's too clear. You can see very well with the thermal in Call of Duty Ghosts, and that didn't happen in Black Ops 1 and also in MW3. Yeah, it did happen, I think, in MW3. All the other thermals from previous Call of Duties were kind of crap, and this one was super clear, man. You could see everything, even when people were using the perk that allowed them to counter thermal. You could still see them, so that was pretty bad. But the biggest problem here was this LMG, which is what a lot of campers use. This thing has no recoil. That's the big problem. If it had a little bit of recoil, I think these nerds, these campers, would not use this thing as much. They would use something else. And on top of that, you have big ammo. You can spam this motherfucker for days, and it does a lot of damage. At close range, medium range, long range, this thing is it's like a sniper rifle. It's crazy. The thing number 5 on this list, ladies and gentlemen, is an attachment called armor piercing. If you don't know what armor piercing is, pretty much it allows you to shoot through walls as if they were made of paper. Now that's not my problem, alright? I don't have a problem with people shooting through walls with this thing. The problem is that this thing makes kill streaks look like shit in Call of Duty Ghosts. If you are using armor piercing with an LMG, which is what all these friggin' campers do in Call of Duty Ghosts, they can destroy your chopper in like 5 seconds, or your Juggernaut suit. If they catch you from behind, if you just give them like 5 seconds, you are, not even 5, like 3 seconds, you're pretty much dead. So yeah, armor piercing is definitely super annoying, just because it makes kill streaks look even weaker than they already are in Ghosts. The next thing I hate about Call of Duty Ghosts, ladies and gentlemen, are the IEDs. All Call of Duties have some sort of explosive you can plant on the ground and protect your ass while you are camping like a little shit. But in Call of Duty Ghosts, the IEDs are especially annoying for 3 reasons. Reason number 1, you can't see these motherfuckers. Even if they are in front of you, if you're not really looking at the ground, you can't see these things. Reason number 2, as if not being able to see them on the ground, you can also put them on the walls and on the ceilings, which makes it even harder for you to detect these things. And reason number 3, when these things go off, 9 out of 10 times you die. And if you don't get killed by the IED, ladies and gentlemen, thing number 7, the guard dog will make sure you freaking die. The guard dog is definitely super annoying. A lot of people hate this thing, and I mean, it's a fun kill streak. I like the idea. You know, you have a dog that protects you and whatever, it follows you around. That's pretty cool. But the thing I hate the most about the guard dog is when it comes around the corner and it jumps at you. When it jumps, it becomes invincible. You can't kill the motherfucker. In fact, I think it kind of like disappears for a frame and it appears biting your throat. You have no chance, and bam, there goes your kill streak. If you were close to getting your chopper or some shit like that, getting killed by guard dog is definitely very annoying. The next thing I hate about Call of Duty Ghosts is that when you capture a flag in domination or when you confirm a tag on kill confirmed, you only get half a point. I'm like, what the fuck? Why do we only get half a point for playing the objective or for destroying enemy kill streaks? That makes no sense. In MW3, you would get a full point for everything, and I think it was better that way, but for some reason they decided to nerf that shit in Call of Duty Ghosts, and probably that was another reason of why people didn't really like this game. And it was even worse when the game first came out, at least in domination. When the game came out, only the first player to start capturing a flag would get the half a point. That was an absolute joke. The thing number 9 I dislike about Call of Duty Ghosts is the sound whoring. It is extremely good in Call of Duty Ghosts. Nowadays it's not a big problem because Ghosts is full of delicious and crunchy little jimmies, easy to kill, they don't sound whore. But back in the day when you had nerds playing Call of Duty Ghosts, oh my god, it was so annoying because even if you were using dead silence, which is supposed to make your footsteps completely silent, nerds using Amplify could still hear you. And they could still hear you from a mile away, so that was pretty annoying. But as I said, nowadays it's not a big deal anymore because, you know, Ghost is full of little jimmies. And the last thing I dislike about Call of Duty Ghosts, ladies and gentlemen, which is not a big deal, but I had to put something on this list to make it a 10 thing, whatever list, is the fact that only one player can get the special field order. That is pretty annoying. Many times I watched, you know, enemies getting these special things like the Predator, the Michael Myers and whatever, by just teabagging an enemy or by knifing an enemy or some shit like that, and 5 seconds later they were dead, and then you can't get the special field order anymore. That was pretty boring. I think that you should be able to get the special field order multiple times in a single match. It would be more fun. Just imagine being able to have 2 predators fighting each other. That would be sick. Or maybe a team full of predators. Maybe if you were lucky enough to, you know, get the special field order like 5 times, you could have like an army of predators. That would be fucking hilarious. If you didn't know, Call of Duty Ghosts has a predator suit. You pretty much are the predator and you run around shanking people and using your cannon and whatever. You can also cloak. And I remember when people were like, oh my god, now Call of Duty has the predator, this is not Call of Duty anymore. And now you have supply drops and people running on walls and laser beams, and you have killstreak variants in supply drops and you know, shit like that. But there you go, ladies and gentlemen, 10 things or 8 things I dislike about Call of Duty Ghosts. Let me know in the comment section below what you don't like about this Call of Duty. I think I pretty much covered everything, and that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you next time. Peace out.